Welcome to Squared Circle Cinema, where we discuss feature films starring professional wrestlers. I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan, and with me, erotically, pensively,
Move on.
okay, is the muffler Ryan Bruckner. And this week, hey, Ryan, you want to go pound some cunt with me? In film number 9 of 4,528, MacGruber, starring, you name him, man. Chris Jericho, boom. The Big Show, bam. Great Khali for some reason. MVP, not my favorite, but he's pretty good in this. Kane and Mark Henry. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Ryan, how the hell are you this fine, crisp, wholesome November afternoon?
I'm good. I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving's coming up. Gonna brine and smoke a turkey.
Are you serious?
Yeah. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm glad you asked. I'm going to a fucking restaurant.
With your family?
Yeah. Which
Marie
is fine.
Callender's?
No, not Marie Callender's. The Jazz Kitchen in downtown Disney. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Yeah. I always thought, like, I heard stories of people going to restaurants for Thanksgiving, and I always thought it was the saddest thing. And now we're doing it.
I did it once, or actually a couple of times. One time
Pressure's
at the
off,
Black Angus.
Just, hey, no one. Oh, really?
Yeah, the Black Angus.
That's the best steakhouse in the world.
This is before they really went downhill. What the hell happened to the Black Angus?
Wait, before they went downhill? When was it ever good? You were just a kid. You didn't know any better.
No, but
it was special.
Now you can barely even find a Black Angus. They don't advertise. That's
There's one in
for
Fountain
sure.
Valley. There's one in Burbank.
There used to be a lot more.
Yeah, that's true.
They used to be way bigger. They used to have commercials on Monday
Commercials
Night
were
Football.
awesome.
That guy that would
like,
strike the match
hell yeah.
on his beard.
I'm gonna drink this coffee hot.
Yeah.
I like my coffee like I like my women. In a pot.
In a pot.
Boiling over
Boiling.
a fire. Black Angus. Well, I feel like shit. Look, I love the holidays. I think I got like a stomach virus or something, dude. I am not feeling well today.
He really was vomiting before this podcast.
I threw up. Yeah, sorry, man. Ooh.
Usually,
I cleaned up. Like there was some dribble on the floor and the sink. I'm sorry. All right. Could you hear me retching in there?
I thought you were taking a shit.
No. No, the other way. That's coming though.
I just cleaned the grout last week. That's a pain in the ass.
Look, I didn't get it all over the floor, all right? Just a little dab here and there with some paper towel.
I don't have paper towels.
I think I got it all, too.
You use toilet paper or nothing at all.
No, there are paper towels in there.
There's no paper towels in
Really?
my bathroom.
Well, what the hell did I use then?
You're a lying
Dude, that was
son
my
of a
cat.
bitch.
Yeah. Ah, boy. You know what? Why not? It's an overcast day. You're wearing this beautiful sweater. What's that made? Is that cashmere?
No.
Okay.
I think it's 100% cotton.
It's a cardigan.
Thanks for noticing.
And you're taking a sip of coffee out of this wonderful mug. Describe this mug. What is that, Victorian?
Yes.
And, I'm just looking outside. It's overcast. We got a little bit of drizzle, but not too much. We got a fire going in the corner. We're having some scotch.
Those are some candles. No,
right.
This isn't scotch.
Look, I know how much I love October, right? Well, they're scented candles at least.
It's November.
November's pretty bitchin', man. All right, I like the holidays. You got me.
I like them too.
We finally passed that heat wave. This is a good day, man. This is like a good day to just and throw up all over your kitchen and bathroom floor. Dude, I just throw up in there. What are you doing but cooking beans? Like the freaking meatiest, juiciest, wettest goddamn meat beans I've ever seen. I'm like, oh, God.
It's called chili.
Oh, that's what that is?
Meat beans.
What do you call those things with the beans and the meat?
I call what I got betwixt my legs is what I call my meat beans.
Would you say, thank God I'm changing the subject, MacGruber is one of the best films of the 2010s?
As far as comedies, I would say
As far as comedies?
Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of going through comedies in the 2010s so far.
Right, I said films, but no, we're talking comedies here.
I think comedies.
I think it's up there, man.
Did you come up with some sort of list?
No, but I bet you did.
I didn't come up with a list, but I just
Ryan doesn't come up with a list?
I jotted down movies that I think were good comedies in the 2010s.
You make lists of how you're going to tackle
You tell me
when you're cleaning.
We're playing a game here.
Okay. All right, sorry.
I'll say a movie. You tell me if MacGruber is better or worse than that movie and why.
What if I haven't seen it?
Then I'll just move on.
I don't need to give you NYs, do I?
I'm pretty sure
fire.
you've seen most of these movies.
Okay, I'm ready.
Death at a Funeral, the original, not the black people
I
version.
would say Death at a Funeral is better.
Yeah?
I think it's smarter.
It's definitely smarter, but does it have belly laughs?
Yes.
I guess.
Absolutely it does.
Yeah. Okay.
That Tudyk guy that just is tripping out naked on the roof.
Yeah.
That is funny shit. I would say this is a better movie.
Is it funnier than a celery up your butthole?
No, that's
while you
funny.
Cup your balls?
That's funny, and I'm glad you brought that up, and we'll get to that. That was hilarious. Ryan Phillippe, though, kind of phoned it in a little bit. Will Forte is definitely the better celery in the butt performers.
What about Hot Tub Time Machine? More in the vein of MacGruber.
Yep.
Silly,
fun. Seen it once in the theater, which doesn't mean anything anymore. I rarely see movies that I love again, even.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll catch it on Redbox, I guess, if I really, really, really like it. But, like, comedies especially, as a kid, dude, how many times do you think I've seen Spaceballs? How many times do you think I've seen Tommy Boy? I've seen Major League 2 17,000 times.
I've seen it 17,005 times.
Yeah. And, like, this, MacGruber, and Hot Tub Time Machine, laughing my ass off, didn't see him again. I would definitely say MacGruber, though, to answer your question, is indeed better.
I think I've seen MacGruber about 6 or 7 times.
Hot Tub Time Machine was kind of like, that was great, all right. And then that's it.
There were definitely some good moments. But
I enjoyed the ride as it was happening. Just like an
really
Austin Powers movie.
Made that horrible sequel and
just
besmirched the value of their
All right, so right now
product.
we're 1-1. So right now, that would put MacGruber as the 5th best movie of all time in the 2010s. Comedy. Sorry, I did it again.
Jackass 3D.
Oh, man. That's a different kind of movie. You can't compare the two.
It's a comedy.
I mean, I know it's a comedy, but it's
comedies.
But
there's different types of comedies in this list.
Okay, so this would be a reality comedy.
Yeah.
Example. Jackass is the funniest shit on this planet, I think, man. Even if it's a sketch, like a stunt that doesn't really work, it's still feels good to watch.
Whenever you go see one of those movies, it's like you're back together with the guys.
Exactly. No, so
you haven't seen each other in quite a few years, and now you're back together, and you're gonna have some fun.
Right, and it's kind of like, I don't know if you have Borat on your list, or was that before 2000? That was like 2007,
that was before 2010,
2008, right? That's a reality comedy too. It's like totally different, and that just kills every time for me. I think that's the funniest variety of comedy. So, Jackass for sure. All
better
of them.
than
Jackass
MacGruber.
1, 2, even like 3.4 or whatever they're doing on DVDs. Like, those are just great.
The Other Guys.
Oh, Draw.
The Other Guys is one
Draw.
of the better Will Ferrell,
Yeah.
Adam McKay movies.
And I love watching people watch that scene when The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson fall to
we
their
could totally
death.
do The Other Guys. The Rock is in it.
But like when they're just so confident and they just jump off that roof and then they fall to their death and die from it. That's like one of the most brilliant scenes in cinematic history, right? Like that is amazing.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a draw. And I think we should do that next. we'll take a little break from comedy. Nah, fuck it. Let's do it next.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World was cute, charming, had a great feel to it, a good vibe, but I almost felt
different kind of
I wasn't invited to the party there, you know? I kind of thought, these guys are too cool for me. I am a drummer, so we do have that in common since he plays bass and all, but I bet he'd be like just a prick to work with, you know, creatively as an artist, you know? But still, good movie. I'm nitpicky here. I would put MacGruber over it, though.
I would, too.
I think MacGruber makes fun of itself a little bit more, a lot more, and that's charming when it works.
MacGruber, you could kind of fit into the parody-style movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not quite as cramming
overtly
jokes in, laugh a minute as like Hot Shots or Naked Gun.
Yeah, because that is, or Airplane. But it was just completely designed.
Definitely parody.
Around, the satire. I mean, that's literally, like, Airplane just flipped everything on its axis. It was that easy, but it was so consistent.
Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. I mean, those jokes, if you just see them written, they're just literal. They're not all that great. So I would put Airplane a little bit over MacGruber. Did that come out in 2010? Okay.
There's some that are kind of like artsy-fartsy comedies.
Okay. Yeah.
But there were a lot of really good artsy-fartsy comedies in the last 6 years.
Have you seen...
You got Bernie, Midnight in Paris, Win-Win.
Bernie's an interesting one.
Moonrise
Win-Win
Kingdom,
was wonderful.
Grand Budapest Hotel, Chef.
I would not put Moonrise Kingdom as a comedy, man.
It's a comedy.
I guess it is. It's not a tragedy.
I would say every Wes Anderson movie is a comedy.
Rushmore is not a comedy.
Rushmore is a comedy. It's
totally
a dark
disagree.
comedy.
I don't see what's funny about it.
Bill Murray's interaction with his kids, the hand job lines. It's funny. It's a funny movie.
If you would consider it a comedy, and maybe this is a compliment, you would have to have a warped, twisted, sick, sadistic kind of sense of humor.
If you looked it up on like Netflix or something, it would be under
sci-fi.
It would be under the category of comedy.
I guess. It would. Okay, well, don't compare my opinion to Blockbuster fucking Video, man. All right, just because it's in the goddamn comedy section doesn't. All right. You know what? Okay, dark comedy. Let's put this to bed. You're telling me Fargo's a fucking comedy? It is.
It is.
It's hilarious.
You're telling me that Mike Yamagina scene isn't comedy?
Oh,
I'm so lonely.
I'm so lonely. And I saw you on the TV. No, I'd rather you sit over there. Don't have to turn my neck.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
Oh, no. He just wouldn't stop pestering her. She's fine. No. Oh, yeah. Real creep, that one. That scene has no business being in that movie, which makes it the perfect scene. It does absolutely nothing to move the story forward. Best character in cinematic history right there. Mikey Yanagi.
We get another glimpse into what kind of person Marge is. She's nice no matter what, but she'll tell you like
she loves her man.
She'll be nice to you, but she'll also kind of say, "Hey, you're crossing the line."
It serves the point of developing her character.
Exactly.
Why don't you teach a fucking class then?
Okay, I was waiting to bring this up.
Podcasting 101. Don't eat into the microphone, you idiot. Why don't you teach that class?
I was going to wait to bring this up, but since you're being so wonderful.
I'm being hostile already.
You are MacGruber. You act like MacGruber.
How dare you?
The only thing that's missing is he has at least like some self-aware, desperate moments where he's desperate and he begs. But for the most part, you're hostile, just like MacGruber. You're always like, "Fuck you, dude."
Yeah.
You're
okay. Well,
always
that part
lashing
of me,
out.
sure. I think I'm a little more intelligent. Maybe not though. I want to be nicer. Dude, MacGruber has Asperger's, okay? Do you think I have Asperger's?
Sometimes.
Really? No, I don't think so. I just think I'm kind of manic.
I don't think he has Asperger's.
What does he have? What is his symptoms? Because MacGruber kind of is close to the real world, like how people act. You know, like Ryan Phillippe's character acts like you would see out of or in a Rambo, and that opening scene where they're trying to.
He's a narcissist.
From the monastery is so Rambo 3. It's fucking awesome. It's a great scene.
He's a narcissist.
He is mentally retarded, right? He probably has the brain of a 16-year-old, I would say.
Do you know what?
Maybe a 14-year-old. But you know what? He's so narcissistic that actually works for his benefit. So he's so confident in these scenarios, he never thinks he's going to die.
Do you get the impression that maybe after his wife was killed, like he went crazy? Because they talk about like all the shit he did.
Maybe.
But then he just ends up being like completely inept that he can't even pack his C4 properly.
I mean, like, do you think he was like this before he went to that monastery? Or that chapel, or where he was seeking shelter and peace and meditation for 10 years?
I mean, he was a horrible guy. I mean, he talked about the origins of when he stole Kunt's girlfriend
that was
and made her get an abortion.
And then she was pregnant, so obviously I wanted her to terminate the pregnancy. Like, what the hell? I know. And for some reason, the way that starts, too. Like, why does Kunt hate you so much? Like, I just don't know. It's just lying down that story. So I was fucking her pretty good when they were engaged. But that's love.
Well,
played brilliantly by Maya Rudolph.
Bringing it back to the list. There's a movie that I feel like you could compare this head to head with.
Ooh, and okay. Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
No.
Okay. Bridesmaids.
Spy.
Oh.
Did you ever see Spy?
Who's in it?
Actually funny.
Who's in that one again?
It's what's her face?
Who's in that one? There, Spy.
Spy. It's with Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy there.
Yeah.
Missed it. It looks good. I like Melissa McCarthy. Yeah, I like her.
You would think it would not be good. It kind of, just from the previews, it seemed like it wouldn't be good. But it's a goddamn hilarious movie. And, man, I kind of went into this thinking MacGruber is the best comedy of the 2010s.
There's a lot out there, man.
But there's quite a few that could beat it.
Bridesmaids in there. I know I already said that.
I almost feel like MacGruber suffers from like a weak third act. Like it just kind of loses a little steam towards the end.
The jokes are really solid.
It turns into the sketch at the end.
It wasn't
where they're trying to defuse the warhead.
Yeah, that went on a little long, I guess.
Yeah.
I remember it. I've seen it twice now. Second time I've seen it. Not as good the second time around, I would say, but still solid jokes.
Still laugh out loud. A lot of moments.
Great music.
Yeah.
Take me home tonight. That Eddie Money scene at the party after he dumped a double decker on the toilet. These are key plot points here, people.
There's one of my favorite lines that still made me laugh out loud was when he's like, I got hit in the face by a vagina. He's like, you think my face is a vagina? I bet you wish your nose was a dick.
Yeah.
So you could fuck butts with it.
I like when we first meets Ryan Phillippe, and he's like, man, if he gets those passcodes, we're in trouble. He's like, oh, thanks, because before you said that, I thought it was okay if he got the passcodes. Like, he's just such a bully to him.
That's you. You would totally say
but
that.
I would be saying it in jest. He's more serious. I'm a nicer...
You were yelling at me.
I have people skills. Okay? I am more likable, thank you very much, than MacGruber. You are so mean. You hurt my feelings sometimes, Ryan. You know, that MacGruber guy, he kind of reminds me a lot about you. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, it's just I take a lot of abuse from you on like a weekly basis.
I'm sorry.
And then I have to listen back to these podcasts and then relive the abuse that I suffered.
Mere hours ago. Shut up. You're fine.
Let's talk about Val Kilmer.
What about let's talk about
Val
Great
Kilmer.
performance. Would you put any of these Edgar Wright movies in there? Any of those Hot Fuzz? That's before 2010.
Hot Fuzz was before 2000.
Shaun of the Dead was way back.
What you've got is Scott Pilgrim, and you got the World's End. Those are the ones that came out this decade.
Okay.
I really like a lot about. I like the World's End
Scott Pilgrim
until
was Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even realize that.
I really like the World's End up until the supernatural elements come into it.
Wait, this is the end?
The World's End.
Oh, yeah. I never saw that one. Worth seeing.
The opening sequence is so beautifully shot and edited together.
Yeah.
I'd say that's good. Like that's
Nice.
worth it on its own.
All right.
And if you love Britpop, if you love just like British music from the 90s.
Hey, Mom, I'm heading your way.
Yeah.
Racking up that cable bill, $4.99, coming your way. Thank you, Spectrum Cable. Next time I do laundry.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's worth seeing if you're a completionist. That's the third.
I am a completionist. I always finish what I started.
Yeah.
Except The Sopranos, The League now. You been watching The League again?
I have.
Yeah. I might get back into it. Anyway, who gives a shit?
I was trying to talk about Val Kilmer.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about Val Kilmer.
What do you think of him as
Speaking
an
of
actor?
This Is the End.
What do you think of him as an actor?
Hit or miss. I don't like most of his movies.
I feel like when he hits, he's really on the money.
Yeah.
And I love this like rotund Val Kilmer that we have now, and I'd like to see him in a lot more comedies. He's kind of going through like a Marlon Brando towards the end of his life type of stage.
He was definitely great in this movie.
I mean, what about Doc Holliday?
That could very well be his best performance. I wouldn't say The Doors is, because I thought that was more of a shticky caricature of it.
Yeah, no, The Doors.
I did not like that movie.
I don't like almost any Oliver Stone movies. I think he's a hack.
I love Natural Born Killers. That's some brilliant filmmaking.
I don't like
there.
Natural Born Killers.
He was stellar in Top Gun. Val Kilmer.
Oh yeah,
stole the show, in my opinion. What are
other? Do you think he'll be in Top Gun too? He'd have to lose a lot of weight.
Oh man!
Or maybe he could be like in the flight tower.
How many Goose references are there going to be in that movie? 4?
Do you think he's
one
still,
for each act?
He's
3.
still not over it, or maybe he'll like he'll have to be the instructor for Goose's son.
Doesn't he have his mother's eyes?
Maybe he could help Goose's son.
You mean like Creed?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Maverick will be Viper, and then the new young hotshot is going to be Goose's son.
I wouldn't put money on that. I would not bet against you there. Are you serious? Have you read any of the synopses?
No, but that'd be interesting. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
Ryan, I wish
they're usually trying to get someone's son in there.
Dude, they don't even have a script yet, probably. Just write that shit up on spec and send it to them. I wish you were writing this
I could
movie.
Probably finish it tonight.
Oh, take all night? Okay. I see. I didn't need to add anything to your joke there.
Let's run through our.
He has made a lot of movies. Let's run through every freaking Val Kilmer movie. Man.
What did you think of him as Batman? Where do you hold him in regards to the other Batman?
Second to worst. George Clooney's the worst. He's second to worst. Then
you like Ben Affleck better than him?
Haven't seen it, man. I'm embarrassed to say. How was it? I hear mixed reviews. It's a little slow.
He's decent as Batman, but the movie was terrible.
No, I would assume I would from the previews. Yeah, I would put him over both Val Kilmer and George Clooney. They were both making.
Val Kilmer didn't do much with the role.
He didn't do much with the role, but at least he wasn't making fun of it. I felt like George Clooney was like, "Hey, let's put nipples on the Batman."
Well, I think you could blame Joel Schumacher for that.
Best Batman on 3 is 1, 2, 3.
Michael Keaton.
Oh.
Aww.
I love the fall, man. Is it snowing outside?
No, it's kind of misty.
Wow.
Let's go through
Top
our
Secret. That was a good one. Okay.
Let's go through our wrestling actors here.
Yeah.
Let's critique their performances.
Okay. Do you have their character names queued up? Because those are worth mentioning. They're like
don't.
The character names are.
You could help me. I'll say the wrestler. You say the character name.
Well, all right. Should be like, okay.
Chris Jericho.
His performance, A+.
What was his character?
I don't have it queued up. All right, and I don't
you
want
fucking piece of shit.
I don't want to search for anything, man.
You were talking like you knew the names.
No, I asked you to look it up. I don't want to. All right, go on IMDb.
You fucking piece of shit.
All right, or should I go on Wikipedia? Wikipedia
I'm
sucks
sure
with
I'll
movies.
Get this way faster than you.
I'm already on the cast. Okay, just scrolling down. There's Ryan
Frank
Phillippe.
Corver.
Ah, you beat me. Where the hell are they? Oh, there they are. At least
Chris
they're all
Jericho
in order.
plays Frank Corver. He did the heavy lifting. He got most of the
He had the
lines.
only scene, really.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a back and forth rapport that was great.
That
man.
was so
good.
funny.
Yeah.
You and your dick comments.
That's why I want to hear it. You keep saying it. Well, that's why I asked, or something like that.
No, it's like you and your dick comments. It's fun to say them. It's fun to hear them.
It's fun.
That's why I say them.
That's why I say them.
That's why I listen.
Are you in? Yes. Like, that's all they needed. They hadn't seen each other for 10 years. It's like, you want to do this? Yeah, let's fucking do this. A+.
And then you got Mark Henry. He's like a construction worker.
Tut Beamer.
Yeah.
These names are great.
Tut! Guys, are you okay?
Spoiler alert, he blows them all up with some shoddy
MVP.
explosion.
MVP, like, you didn't even really need him.
I didn't really care for him as a wrestler.
Yeah, me neither.
He got a lot of roles, though, it seems like. I bet he was a friendly person. Is he still acting? He's doing something, right?
He's wrestling still.
With what promotion?
I think he just
ECW
jumps
or,
around.
sorry,
Jumps
TNA?
around.
Indies? I would say, Mark Henry, whatever.
He was just
there.
But he's good.
See.
I bet if they would have given him some stuff.
They didn't have time. They had to kill them all off instantly.
Yeah, they were only good for the montage.
They were only good, and then
but they
give
could
him
have given
scene.
him a funny sight gag.
I wonder
at least
if they
for the
all got one.
montage.
I like if it was written for all these wrestlers just to see which is going to be the best one. Like I wonder if they shot one, except for Great Khali, because he has got the chemistry of a thumbtack.
Yeah,
he's fucking terrible.
He's in India. I think he's a really big star, so he's probably still set for life.
Let's see.
You got Kane.
Kane was Tinker Lutz,
and he was throwing knives, and it landed on the dick of the target.
Yep. Paul White, Big Show. A+. He's homosexual.
Yeah.
Brick Hughes. He's really making out with some dude.
Is it bad that MacGruber crosses out the name after he realizes
yeah,
he's gay?
I think so. I think it was, he's also homophobic.
Yeah.
Thanks. Add that to the list. You're a lot like this guy. You're a homophobic, narcissist, racist who only thinks about himself and is responsible for Lord knows how many deaths. I mean, this is just like one little story.
You're just like that guy.
I'm responsible. I don't know how many deaths you're responsible for. And
what about all the times you jacked off? That could have been a person. You're killing.
That's
you're killing these.
That's too many mics, man.
These mics left.
We got enough mics, I think. Boy, they really broke the mold. Don't make me feel any more guilty about masturbating 3 times a day than I already do. Okay.
You got. You're killing off mics left and right when you need them for your web series where you play every character.
Oh, really?
Did I mention
a
Mike?
Web series?
Mike has a web series where he plays every character.
What's it called?
It's called Mike's a Narcissist.
That's not the name. Say it.
Well, I'll let you do your own plugs.
No. Well, I don't want to say it. That'd be gross. Weekend Utopian, available only on the internets. Coming at you. All right. I think we got all the wrestlers out of there.
Yeah. No, I think Big Show, he could have used some lines too, but I guess it's funnier to
telling you,
kill
man.
them all off.
Yeah, and I bet they all gave him one scene, and Chris Jericho's was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why not?
So he packs him he puts them all in a van,
because they're going after Kunt because he's got this X5.
Yeah, he packs his own C4, and he's like, "You can't
explosion.
ride in the trunk, bud."
Yeah,
So it's packed. It's got tons of C4 that I packed myself.
Yeah,
and then the van blows up in one of the funniest scenes.
What is he? Why is it funny?
Because he goes,
Tuck! Oh, God! Guys! What did I do? Is somebody alive in there?
And there's some serious...
Call 911!
There's some serious egomania there, too. There was a lot of posturing between him and Ryan Phillippe. After that moment, he's just like, I'm so sorry, man.
Yeah.
I'll suck your dick. I'll let you fuck me.
That's what...
Tell me what the fuck.
That's what my favorite part about MacGruber is his desperation.
Yeah.
Like, he's a really good comedic actor because he's being ridiculous, but you're like, oh, he is at the end of his rope.
Oh, yeah.
I just like where he's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Just tell me what the fuck and I'll do it.
I think you're absolutely right. I don't think he acted like this before his wife died. His wife's death caused him to have some serious, severe mental conditions.
Yeah.
And since he's, seeking meditation out in the Alps somewhere, he has his social skills have diminished quite a bit.
He's got all of the confidence that he had before, but none of the mental capacity.
Yeah. That's interesting. I never thought of it that way.
Yeah. I mean, we get a look into his insanity and dementia with the KFBR 392.
Mm-hmm.
The license plate. Some guy says like, "Nice car, asshole," and he's just
manically
possessed.
Scribbling the license plate all over in this notebook.
Yeah,
that was horrifying.
His clues section is empty. But everything else says KFBR 392.
And the guy was just like, hey, nice plow, punked asshole. Like, oh, you son of a bitch. And then he just, as he's talking to the colonel over the phone, just destroys the car, lights it on fire. The guy is a sociopath. This guy is sadistic.
I really like the drawings of him shitting on the car.
I know.
It looks like something I would have drawn.
It's like something you would see, like a 13-year-old that's capable of murder. That would be like his diary.
Yeah.
Oh woman. Oh, boy.
What I really love about this movie is they went hard R. Because I'm not sure it would have worked as good if it didn't have the hard R. It needed the cursing.
Well, PG-13 movies suck. Okay? In general. Remember Ghost Rider 2?
Most Saturday Night Live adaptations end up being PG-13.
That's different because those are characters I really like. But other than that, I mean, Wayne's World wouldn't work if it was R because they're a product of network television. And you can't.
MacGruber is a product of network television.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever, dude. I am a cord cutter. I wouldn't know. God damn it. All right. Let's wrap it up. Oh, man. But he's just, like, do you think he's happy?
MacGruber?
Yeah. Because he's
happy at the end of the movie.
When he's, riding with his top down,
listening to
cranking Rosanna. Like, he's having a good time. Great song, man.
Do you know who else I think
it's
MacGruber is?
Shuffle beat right there, dude.
Do you know who else I think he is?
Meet you all the way.
MacGruber is
3/4
Glenn
shuffle.
Fry. MacGruber,
Really?
Glenn Fry in the 80s.
Ugh.
He starts wearing like white jackets. He's a really aggressive asshole. I mean, you've seen that Eagles documentary.
Yeah.
One of my favorite of all time.
Oh, it's incredible.
Where he's like, fuck you, Felder. You piece of shit.
On stage.
Yeah, on stage.
Yeah.
He was totally MacGrubering there.
Yeah. No, he's a monster.
Yeah.
Was. May he rest in peace.
But I think MacGruber almost kind of represents a self-image a lot of like guys had in the 80s after doing a ton of cocaine.
But okay, when did the wife die? 10 years ago, so that was still, in the...
But he's a caricature of an 80s guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's listening to 80s music.
I bet
he's
that's
driving an 80s car.
Yeah, he probably,
he dresses 80s.
in another life, when he was with his wife, listened to music, cranked it, was a jerk, was a narcissist, and now it's just blown out of water like a wrestling character.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like it's a version of himself, but now he just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But, you know, he doesn't want to kill people. He felt pretty guilty about blowing up all 7 of those professional wrestlers.
Well, what about the throat ripping? He was pretty giddy about that.
That's true. And that was great. He was so good at it.
Yeah. I got to get the turkey.
You want to grab his throat out of his neck, don't you? You want to rip his throat? Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Okay, you do it. Gobble gobble. Turkey.
Okay, here's a trivia question for you.
I don't want it.
Where's this throat ripping coming from? It comes from a famous movie.
I'm going to say Death Wish 4.
No.
Ripping throats, huh?
Star of the movie has a similar hairdo to MacGruber. I'll give you that.
Okay.
And the dude rips a throat
Heart
in the final fight scene of the movie.
Okay. I don't want to guess. Just tell me.
Roadhouse.
Oh.
Patrick Swayze.
He was ripping the throats?
He gets in a fight with the guy at the end, and he rips his throat out.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
That's not the end of Roadhouse.
Yeah, he rips a guy's throat out.
Because he was into jiu-jitsu, right?
Well, I don't think he did jiu-jitsu. I think he was like a karate, kung fu type of guy.
Yeah. Great shape, and then he'd smoke a cigarette after doing his stretches.
Yeah. He really knows how to get a bar in line.
Yeah. There are definitely professional wrestlers in that one. Isn't Terry Funk in it?
Yeah, Terry Funk's in it. We got to do it.
Oh,
do you know there's a remake coming out with Ronda Rousey in the lead?
God.
I'm sure it'll be bad.
Yeah. It was like I didn't even want to hear you say that sentence.
They need to get really
Ronda
campy
Rousey?
with it.
So she can act now?
She was in the Fast and Furious movies and in Expendables 3.
Do you think it was unnecessary for MacGruber to use Piper as a human shield? Yes or no?
I think
Piper is the up-and-coming Green Lieutenant.
I think that was a really funny moment, and if you didn't have that moment, then the end of the movie would have felt even more lacking.
Do we sympathize with him? Because
with MacGruber?
Yeah. I mean, because, okay, I felt sorry for him when he blew up all the wrestlers because it was a complete, accident. It's a horrible, horrible tragedy. But he felt bad. He felt pretty terrible. And that probably was conveyed in his eulogy of all of them, riddled with swear words.
He's a horrible person, but I still root for him. That's how I feel about you.
I'm just overwhelmed.
Didn't
Ryan.
you hear what I said? I said I'm still rooting
for
you.
Overwhelmed.
I'm still rooting for you.
This vitriol is palpable, my friend. Would you like me to leave? I'll leave.
I'm still rooting for you.
All right. Thanks, man. In a really backhanded kind of way, I appreciate the compliment.
Well, it was a backhanded compliment.
Do you think there's courage to how dumb I am, like MacGruber? Like I find courage in my unintelligence.
I'd say
am I a Philistine, Ryan?
You're courageous.
Am I a Philistine? I like cool movies and stuff.
I don't think you're a Philistine.
Oh, why do you call me one every single day then?
I don't call you that.
Every single day that I see you. Not you don't call me and go, yeah, well, fucking fucker.
Well, you're just an aggressive person.
Okay.
Like you decide you hate something before you even give it a chance.
What's wrong with that? And then, hey, let me tell you something. I get won over, and there's something very nice about a polarizing feeling. If I'm just feel awful about this song. So I'm not talking about any of the songs that you've played for me because those are all just bad, and I never come around again. But when I think it's crap and then I come around, it's like, wait a minute, I was wrong. That's a good feeling. It's a good shift for the better, the more positive.
But you form your opinion.
I don't like change, and I'm afraid of new things.
That's
all right?
True. There we go. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere.
How much is this going to cost me? Does my insurance cover it?
Why do you fear change? Do you know what change means? Change means we're moving forward. We're learning.
Are we moving forward for the better?
We're
Maybe
progressing.
I'm just a pessimist. That's why I think.
Well, do you want to do the same thing every
world's
time?
Going to hell in a fucking handbasket.
Do you want to do the same thing every time?
No, I like variety. You know,
there you go.
I do. But I find a lot of comfort.
Variety is change.
I find a lot of comfort in. You know, for a therapist, you sure do fucking talk a lot. Do you know that? You're supposed to listen. Shut your fucking mouth, you egomaniac. I think.
Yeah. Do you know what's great is this is all on tape.
I don't know if I recorded this right. Yeah. No, I think I just find so much comfort in familiarity. But then again, like, you know, I'll change the furniture around a little bit, but that's as extreme as I go.
That just made me think of the scene.
It might be a component of OCD.
The scene where MacGruber is after the funeral, and he's like, "What'd you think of my eulogy?"
Yeah.
Did you have to use so many F words?
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Well, they're a fucking great group of guys.
Fucking great group of guys.
Fucking asshole of the day. His children liked it. They laughed. And he's like, because you used those curse words.
Yeah.
Ah, well, fuck them. That's you in a nutshell.
Okay, fine. Great.
Glenn Fry, Mike.
I don't have nearly the talent that Glenn Fry has.
That's true.
I don't have as much talent. Like, that guy could sing.
Would you ever yell at me on stage?
I don't think so. I'm always in a good mood on stage.
Would you ever get mad enough at me to want to kick my ass on stage?
You mean, on stage? So you mean like how I feel now, but instead of in your
living
room?
Okay, would you kick my ass in the middle of a podcast?
That would be pretty good pod.
You think so?
Yeah. Am I capable of kicking your ass, though?
No.
You're a better fighter than I am. Like, I'm not denying that at all. I don't know shit. But you're trained, you know.
That's true.
So, but yeah, I would probably, I don't know. I wouldn't hold anything back.
You could probably throw something at me.
I would never. I would not want to damage any of your property or anything like that.
If I was you, I would grab that wine bottle and throw it at my head if you wanted to.
Just to see if
stop
it would,
me.
Just to see if it would break.
Just to see if I'd catch it.
Oh God. Your ego will get the best of you, my friend. Just to see if it'll break. What'll break more, the bottle or your skull? Something like that. That's pretty tough.
Did you notice that there were a few Molson references?
Yeah, I did. Quite a bit of Molson.
What was with that? Yeah. You don't see anybody drinking a Molson. But they're like, oh, you could celebrate.
I thought that's the beer.
Go to the beach and have a few Molsons.
They were drinking I think they were drinking Molsons when they were around the campfire, and he told the story of.
Were they?
I think so. Product placement.
What do you think?
Just
of
like
Molson's?
Wayne's World. They're all right. We got one.
No, I don't have any.
I don't think I've ever. I'm not. I'm
You've
sure,
never had a Molson?
I think I have, but they all taste the same. Like Lone Star, Rolling Rock.
Yeah, it's just
they all taste the same.
It's just
which
a
is
lager,
bad,
a
like
regular lager,
harmless.
I think Molson has a little more alcohol content than the American beers do.
Yeah. Cool.
But it still just tastes like a Budweiser.
Yeah, you like the pumpkin beers. 'Tis the season.
We're having a Rumpkin right now.
I already finished mine.
From Avery Brewing, 17.5% alcohol.
And you can taste every bit of it. Man, that is stingy. Okay.
Well, what's better, MacGruber or Hot Shots Part 2?
Oh, man. Hot Shot. See, it's not fair to MacGruber, but that's one of these special movies that I hold very dearly. I've seen Hot Shots Part 2, you know, 107 times. What about you? How come you're always asking the questions?
Because I'm the therapist.
Hot Shots? Part 2. Well, it's got to be Part 2. That was better.
Part 2 is my favorite one.
I like that more than the first one.
Jeez. I don't think I laughed as hard as I laughed when I watched Hot Shots Part 2 than when I watched MacGruber for the first time. Because I laughed hysterically. I went to go see MacGruber when it came out in the theater.
Yeah, me too.
Just because I thought it was going to be bad and I wanted to, like, get high and watch a movie and make fun of it.
I thought it would be good. I always kind of...
I was surprised it was good.
Yeah. And I had high expectations, I'd say. But I guess I kind of liked the sketches, though. Which the sketches aren't all that great.
I never really liked the sketches. That's why I thought it was going to be a bad movie.
I could feel your heartbeat faster. Can't be a bad movie with frickin' Eddie Money and Rosanna in the soundtrack. That's a great song.
That's why you're MacGruber. Because you like
Take
that type
me
of music.
home tonight. I don't want to... yeah, good tunes, man. I kind of wish they would have played Africa, though. I like Africa more than Toto. Okay, sorry.
It's time for my fun facts. The Pentagon scenes were shot at
the
Pentagon.
Cool.
Yeah. The creator of MacGyver sent a cease and desist letter to the production because he felt that the release of MacGruber, the film, would infringe on the release of a MacGyver movie.
Wow.
But he never actually sued them. He just sent cease and desist letters.
It was just all a threat.
And now they have like a reboot of MacGyver on TV right now.
That's true. And it is
who
terrible.
Who knows how long it'll last.
Okay. What else you got?
Val Kilmer and Will Forte almost ended up as a team on The Amazing Race because of this film. They became very good friends. Kilmer even stayed at Phil Forte's house for a few months while searching for a new home in L.A.
These fun facts are getting worse and worse. I'll give you one more, though. If there's any more with that fact, then just skip ahead. I've had just about enough with the relationship between Will Forte.
You don't think that it's cool that they're friends?
And Val Kilmer. Yeah, it's cool, and that's it. That's it. Cool. Next one.
And that's all I got.
Oh, you're going to end on that one?
There weren't a lot of fun facts.
Wonder why.
There were some like really mean reviews. Would you like to hear some?
Yeah, because it's not rated highly. It's like 5.5 out of 10, right?
A.O. Scott of the New York Times said, a film that poses a philosophical question fundamental to our inquiry here, namely, why does this exist?
Oh,
that's too harsh.
That's way too harsh.
It's funny.
That's just critics being critics, because that's what they do. They're miserable people.
I just like some really good dick jokes every once in a while.
At least just it was kind of good with
the
this.
Sex scene, at least.
Oh.
You know, I like Will Forte.
Wait a minute.
There's something about
the sex
him.
scene. There must have been a scratch in my DVD. I think I skipped that. What is it? Really?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna shoot.
Oh, that's great. Back to back too, because then he has sex with his deceased wife's ghost.
According to Wikipedia, this film has since been deemed a cult classic.
Hey man, first time I saw that sex scene, that's some belly laughing right there.
Elliot Smith, he came back to life, and now he writes for the Seattle Post-Intelligencer, said that MacGruber is destined to be quoted in college dorm rooms and midnight showings for years to come.
Oh my God, dude, are you saying Elliot Smith faked his death and now he goes by Elliot Smith, but only with one T instead of two?
No, it's two T's.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, but he just writes for the Seattle Post-Intelligencer.
He just moved from Oregon to Seattle.
Yeah.
Wow, I bet he writes some amazingly beautiful reviews.
I think this was an easy movie to talk shit on when it first came out, but then, like, on repeat viewings, you can see the brilliance of it.
Yeah.
For sure. This is a movie for, like, comedy nerds.
There aren't any bad jokes.
It's a hilarious
Like when they're on that decoy mission and he dresses them all up like MacGyver and he's like, why do I have to be like you? He's like, first of all, you'll never be like me. Second of all, I forgot what the question was. That is good writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I'd give this movie
I'd give this 13 bells out of... Okay, 12.5 bells out of 13.
12.5 bells out of 13. I will go... You know, I realized we're very agreeable on movies so far, which is strange.
I can't wait to love a movie and for you to hate it.
But in general, we do not see eye to eye on a lot of movies. But I think
when there's a wrestler in it, then we're simpatico.
Yeah. And this movie number 9 of 428. MacGruber, I'm going to give it 12 out of 13 dings of the bell. So I'm just 0.5 below you.
Okay.
Okay? I think you like it just a little snitch more. All right? How would you compare it to Bridesmaids?
I'd say maybe Bridesmaids is a little better. Just a little better.
All right. Why don't you take her away, toys? Bake her away, toys.
I'm Ryan the Muffler Bruckner saying chickens.
And I'm Mike Big Tobacco Ryan saying not only are we two dudes with attitudes, we're two chaps with all the straps.